next video.
Welcome everybody. We are on augforums.com/live. This is unprecedented territory. We are literally T-minus an hour and a half until presentations of the hackathon. So
we're regretting the broadcast time right now, right?
I'm like, you know what, 10:30? We have an hour and a half. We should be good to go. So if I duck out a screen or something like that, that means I'm in the middle of last minute preps here. But yeah, it's been awesome. Let me lift my surface up and kind of show you guys the room.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of social distancing going on with the tables? Is that why it's so big?
This is the same as the developer room for all the general sessions.
Okay.
So they just kind of spread us out just so we can kind of spread out.
Nice.
So it's a fun time. Yeah. So for everyone who wasn't either me or Tim right before the session, Tim's about ready to ask me, "Were you up till midnight?" So
now I can hear your response.
Now the response. It was actually 2 a.m.
Oh.
But probably, I don't know how much good was accomplished between like 11 and 2 in the morning, because you're kind of half awake and half not. So, but the like all the teams here, we had the one little tiny thing that wasn't working, and so we were working until all hours trying to get that one thing working. But it's been a fun experience. So it's, as a non-developer, it's definitely different than the developers. So I'm part of some of the testing, and I get to ask the stupid questions because I don't know the code. So it's good to kind of ask those questions. Sometimes work on the presentation, that sort of thing. But it's a good time. I don't know how many people we have live with us on a Sunday.
Can I ask what time it started yesterday?
It started at 2 p.m.
So basically 12 hours, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. and then you picked it back up this morning. So it's a less than 24-hour event with some sleep involved.
Yeah. So and my day actually started at 4:30 a.m. Eastern time, and so I went from 4:30 a.m. till about 5:30 a.m.
Wow.
So it was quite a day. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab a couple random people here and just kind of
sounds good.
Have people be able to kind of talk about their experience so far. So I'm going to go around my team first, and I'll grab a couple people. Yeah, I'm not going to grab it. You're busy. so someone just gave me the no. I'm like, we have a project due in an hour and a half. So let me see who here we're going to pick on. Jeremy, this is your first hackathon. Why don't you come over here and join us?
Is this yours first? Yours also, Brian? Your first one?
This is my second
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the audio is coming from right there. We are as Tim says, we're the authentic show. So we're definitely not about all being polished, and it's all real.
How's my hair?
Is this Jeremy Sharp?
No, this is Jeremy Pursley.
Okay.
He's one of the Team Expite people. So
cool.
So yeah, it's his. He's been brought on. He's been doing work with us for many years at Expite, and we just kind of brought him onto some of the Acumatica projects this last year. Cool. So Jeremy, how was your first hackathon so far?
Challenging. We've got some good technical roadblocks, and I'm checking out the code, and it's worthy of a hackathon. There's some great stuff in there.
Nice. Yeah, we have some video project coming about. So it's John Roscoe's talking about one of his key points is collaborate, and we're all about that collaboration and digital transformation. So we're kind of hitting on the key Acumatica points.
So for me, as a longtime programmer, it's been really interesting to see how people approach the Acumatica environment, because it is very much its own environment. So the C# and whatnot is like, okay, this is super easy. And then the Acumatica approach to things, which is the right way to do it, has been a learning curve for me. So it's been fantastic to work with people who are very much in that world, and it's easy for them.
So. Yeah. So for you developers out there who are thinking, hey, I'm just kind of now getting into Acumatica, this is a great event to kind of learn new stuff. All right, Jeremy, thank you very much.
All right, man.
I'll let you off the hook. All right, Patrick, Diane, want to use my come off? All right.
Hey, Ryan, can you pan us to the other side? You showed us.
Here's everybody.
How about the other side? Is there another side of the room, or are we up against the wall? Oh, we're against the wall pretty much. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a bar here last night, but apparently they don't give us a bar this morning. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I was wondering. So you get food and drinks? Is that the same this time?
No, we got food and drinks. Yeah. So sorry,
Okay.
Patrick, you can't hear Tim, but I'll go ahead and pass off any questions he has. Do we actually have anyone watching us live on a Sunday at 1:30 in the afternoon?
It says one watching now, but that's probably me. So I don't think we do.
but we are recording this.
Yeah.
So it still counts. Yeah. So that's okay. So Patrick, this is not your first hackathon.
This is my second. Yeah.
So what do you think? What was different this year from last year?
We're definitely trying. The scope of our project is bigger this year, for sure. In terms of the hackathon, yeah, it's been good. It's basically the same. Yeah.
Nice.
In a room for too late, trying to get something stupid to work, and
so what
comes good.
Now, why do you do these hackathons?
That's a great question. I'm asking myself that late last night.
Now's not the time to ask that.
No, it's a great opportunity to actually, put faces to names, network a little bit. Form some friendships. It's
in talking to some of the developers here, they're not the normal outgoing types. So you're not gonna get out there normally in the communities and do a lot of the same networking with our developers. So it's a great opportunity to kind of do that. And you said put faces with names.
Yeah,
I've seen that a lot with the people out here. All right, well, Patrick, thank you very much. Any shout outs, any plugs of any kind? I know we've been
SPS Commerce.
There we go. There's our plug of the day.
Check us out.
We're all about shameless plugs. We're okay with shameless plugs. There's on occasion I mention Xbyte. There's a rare occasion I don't have my Xbyte. They're all making fun of me here because I was like, oh, you know what? We need to host a web page. You know what would look great is an actual like bordered page that look professional. We'll always put it on an Xbyte server. It'll be an Xbyte.com page. It'll be fine. And they're like, really? You're just trying to get branding out there? I'm like, yes, but still make it easy for the project. So, but yeah, we're having a lot of fun here. Let me walk around and see if I can get any. Oop! I just knocked my chair over. It'll have to stay over. All right. So I apologize for anybody who's watching. I guess the recording because we only have one person live, Tim. So we're gonna walk around here. It's kind of like what's that movie with the Blair Witch?
Yeah, that's exactly what this is like, except not as scary. Yeah, not as scary. The Blair Witch Project, right?
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna jump out at us and scare us, right?
Let's walk around.
Well, this is a good test, Ryan, because we're confirming that the hotel internet is able to stand up to the pressures of a live broadcast. This is so good.
Here's a view of the other side.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we are live streaming. We are live streaming on YouTube right now. Hey, what's up? This is Team Epsilon. They're doing a cool project with IoT. We got Rob here, the master of the.
We're doing an IoT hub using Home Assistant, and that allows us to essentially interface ESP32 devices and ESP8266 devices. In addition to that, we can also tie into other existing services such as Tile. So everybody's got like tiles on their keys or tiles on any sort of device that gets lost that you can find it. Essentially, the business use case at that point is to tie that to equipment and tools and high value assets. And we can tie into the existing Tile services to get the longitude, latitude of where those devices are so that automatically goes back to Acumatica and you have reference to that information. We're also tapping into a service called Life 360. Essentially, Life 360 is parents like to have their kids that are driving first learning how to drive on it. They have that application installed on their phone, and essentially they're able to see where they're going. And one of the key things you get out of that is whether or not they're being a safe driver or not, or have excessive speeds and whatnot.
So with these tile devices, could you actually stick them on developers also? So the high value developers to make sure they're in the building and they don't leave. Is that a use case?
Well, actually, that use case works better with the Life 360 thing. Essentially, the IoT device that we're tracking is a cell phone, and so one of the business case with the Life 360 application is you're tracking a fleet of vehicles, particularly you're tracking the drivers per se.
Okay.
And then you get packets of information into Acumatica that determine if there's any unsafe driving characteristics. And we also are saving a breadcrumb trail of the lat long. So with that data, you can now hire some data analysts to optimize your delivery routes.
Very cool.
So we're really excited about this project. We got sensors such as ultrasonic sensors that measure through echolocation. We're gonna measure the level of inventory in like a silo or a hopper or something that has some sort of solid, like grain. Grain would be a good example of that. You bounce an ultrasonic signal off of that. You can measure the distance on that, and the difference changes tells you your level of inventory.
Nice.
We also have a force sensor that we're going to use to essentially do the same thing. So you put a force sensor, say, underneath a fuel tank or some tank that's
another way of judging how much is in there.
Some degree of liquid or something like that. And with that, the amount of force that's on that sensor, the greater the force, the more inventory you have there.
Makes sense.
So you can tie that information to do inventory reconciliations and stuff like that. We've got a sensor that detects volatile gas. So if there's a gas leak, if you're in a building or a room or something like that, that could trigger an alert in a business event that would allow you for a proactive doing something proactive about that detection.
Man, that's a lot. I'm gonna let you guys get back to your stuff. I know you guys have a limited amount of time. I don't want to take away. Well, when being a competitor, I kind of want to take away their time, but it's okay. Right. But thank you guys very much. We are so this is part of agforums.com/live events that we do, and so we're broadcasting and recording this. So you have Tim Rodman, if you guys know him, he's a partner in crime on this one.
I know Tim.
Thank you guys very much. All right,
how many teams, Ryan? Do you know how many teams?
7 teams.
Oh, not that many. Okay.
Yeah, we with the pandemic, we kind of they scaled back a little bit.
Okay.
Doing another Blair Witch here, walking around. Let me see if I can jump in on another team. I wonder. Let me see. I'm going to surprise a group. Let's see. I know Shawn over here, so I think I can surprise that group. All right, Shawn.
Make sure they know it's live and we're not just recording.
Yeah. I'm doing a live YouTube event. Can I show your face?
Sure.
Okay. So here we go. So.
Oh, Tim, how's it going?
Yeah.
Good.
So this is Shawn with Veloc IT. Business solutions. So I'll give them a little shameless plug here because we use them. We love their click to pay options there. But really, so Shawn here's on a competitor, and I actually have no idea what project they're doing. What are you guys up to today?
We're building a checking utility, starting with to do stuff that will verify all the DACs that have been either created or extended exist properly in the database and will work without having to go in and test every screen.
Oh, nice.
And so we were making it to where it will happen on publish and give you warnings within the publishing screen, or you can go run a separate UI to test everything at once outside of publish.
Now, this is not your first hackathon. How many hackathons have you been? 2? Okay. So what makes this year unique or better than last year?
For me personally, my team is actually engaged. last year my team was kind of like I was the only developer and everybody was deer in the headlights. And it's been really great working with these guys and sharing the information back and forth, sharing the knowledge, and so that's been really fun.
Yeah, we've gotten that from others as far as they're excited to kind of share their knowledge. I'm not even on screen here. We're the raw live event here. Yeah. But it's a great chance to kind of share knowledge and to kind of network. 'Cause a lot of times developers don't get that chance.
Yeah, we're all just stuck in a cave somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside is bad.
All right, Shawn, I want to take up too much of your time. Let you guys get back. I know we have an hour and a half or hour 15. Oh no. Thanks. All right. So guys, that was the kind of a look here, and here's the room again. Let me see if I can grab Mark here for a minute. And so I know he's talking to some people. So for me, I'm really part of we're talking about the presentation side of things. But it's definitely been interesting. This is my second hackathon, and I really got a chance to kind of see how other people do stuff. I mean, as Jeremy mentioned, we kind of do our own stuff at XByte, but we don't always know the XByte or the Acumatica way of doing things. So to kind of to see that and so that was a lot of our questions coming into this is when he and I were chatting ahead of time. It's okay. What is the best Acumatica way? How do they compile projects? How do they run their GitHub? That sort of thing. So it's been a lot of fun with that. I think I can grab Mark here for just 2 minutes. All right, we have Mark Franks right here with us.
Hey there, Tim.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, I was just talking, or at least an email. Disappointed this will be your first one you've missed in a long, long time.
I know,
but you're here in spirit now.
Yeah, this is my way of participating.
I can't hear
Kinda
you.
Cool.
Because you're connected.
He's in my ear.
Yeah. So what did he say?
This is his way of participating.
I see. Good.
So Mark, how many hackathons have you been to?
Well, I started it right with Joy and I, brainstorming what can we do for the developer community that would be cool. So we did this little experiment 5 years ago where we just said, hey, we're going to do this hackathon on Saturday, and we'll start it at 7 and we'll go till midnight. So it was very short, and we had, I think, 7 teams, and there were 3 really good solutions. Actually, one of them was really good that Marco Villasenor of Interstar was responsible for, and now he's an MVP. He's very talented, and it was a messaging application.
Was that Twilio?
Twilio, yes,
okay,
exactly, yes. And that was the first winner. And then we expanded it the next year, where we do like we do today. It hasn't changed really the format, where we have Saturday at 2:00, we end at midnight. Some people, like I know Gabriel's been on the show before. He worked beyond midnight. One of the reasons he's not doing the hackathon this year is he was burnt out for the rest of the summit. So I always encourage people, you probably want to stop at midnight or 2:00, not go to 4, because the rest of your summit will be ruined. And that was the idea, right?
Yeah.
We didn't want to do an all-night thing and then people couldn't really enjoy enjoy the rest of the summit. So then we reconvene at 10:00. There's all the teams are here right now, and they're just tidying up their applications, getting the final touches on it, getting the presentations ready, and then at noon we'll start the presentations of the teams.
Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, we there's been no kind of showing the world how hackathons work. So this is kind of a new territory for us. So this year, coming off, we're still in a pandemic and adjusting to things. But what makes this year so special with all the events we had to deal with last year and a half?
To me, the great thing is we get to see humans again, besides just our families, right? So it's nice to see. I've been doing this for 5 years, and part of my job, it's about relationships, right? Mm-hmm. And all the strong relationships that I've built over 5 years. We have 23 MVPs right now. They're active, and I'm still recruiting. So if you're listening to this later and you're a developer and you think you have a good experience with Acumatica and you want to be MVP, you can get a hold of me at mfranks MFRANKS at Acumatica.com, and we can talk about the MVP program.
All right, great. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna end things a little bit early today. I know we have these lengthy ones. Any other parting words for anybody?
Well, I mean, I think the big message I want, especially for the developer audience, is participation. Come next year for sure to the hackathon. This will be your best experience. Most of the Brian Stevens, one of our MVPs, said it best, I think, at least from a developer perspective, is if they had to cut everything out of what we do at Acumatica, besides shipping the product, obviously, the hackathon would be the last thing that they would cut. And the reason for that is you're not going to ever have a chance to work with your peers side by side on a new interesting project that you just have such a great learning experience, and then you build the relationships with these developers. And a lot of developers out there, I mean, depending on the size of your company, maybe you're the only developer at your company and you don't get to talk to anybody. Well, here's your chance to meet other developers, network with them, learn from them. I mean, it's just a great experience. And then you can, and then we have a developer track here as well, where we, try to give you new content, the latest on what we're doing. And, I think there's a lot of value in that. And then participating in the community, becoming an MVP, writing blogs, doing these kind of videos where you're talking and sharing the love, the knowledge that you have, and the passion you have for developing. And for me, it's all about, enabling this community of developers to be the best developers they can be, which, helps you as an individual, helps your customers, helps your company. And just the passion around that, and to be able to share it. So we try to have as much content, valuable content that you need to build great applications. And that's kind of my parting words there.
Nice. Well, thank you, Mark, very much for creating all these. I know we've gotten a lot of value from it at my team. So thank you very much.
Great. Thanks. Thanks for doing this. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim. Good to see you. All right. Bye-bye.
All right, well, guys, we will sign off here from the hackathon, Acumatica Summit 2021. My team is telling me to wrap it up, so I got to take off here, guys.
We'll let you get back to your PowerPoint.
All
Thanks
right.
for taking a little time out.
Bye, guys.
See ya.